Accreditation, adding value to supply chains.
Nobody cares about regulations, but everybody cares about quality. And when it comes to medical devices, quality is really important. In fact, it is a regulated process, and within the regulations that we're seeing around the world, we're finding that more regulators are turning to a quality management system, ISO 13485. Now, there are many different quality management systems, but this one's special because regulators use it to regulate the safety of medical devices and protect the public. So how can we use ISO 13485 to make sure that our medical devices are safe? Well, quality management systems actually regulate all of the activities that go into making a medical device. Everything from designing the product, to building the product, to testing the product. Medical device manufacturers themselves also rely on many parts, thousands of parts in fact. And some of those parts are very important. And some services, such as sterilization processes, which are used to sterilize bandages that you put on your wounds, those are really critical. So how can we be sure that those parts and those suppliers that make batteries for the defibrillators, or batteries for a glucose meter, or a circuit board for a dental drill, how can we be sure that those are the quality that they need to be before we put them into the medical device? All of the quality management system certificates that are issued to all of these manufacturers, and there are 1.6 million of these types of certificates around the world being used to assure quality in our supply chain and in the medical devices sector and automotive and aerospace. All of those certificates need to be issued in such a way that we can trust them. How do we know that this manufacturer of a medical device is the same as this one over here? Or the supplier of that battery that's used in a hearing aid is as good as the one used in the glucose meter? Well, all of them will be using ISO 13485 certificates or ISO 9001 certificates. But how can we trust that they're the same? And this is where the International Accreditation Forum has spent a lot of time in their work. The International Accreditation Forum is made up of accreditation bodies from all over the world. And there are 85 of them that are part of the International Accreditation Forum, and they are watching 2,000 conformity assessment bodies. Those are the ones that issue those quality management certificates. And what they do is they hold all of those conformity assessment bodies to the same standards to make sure that they're impartial when they do their audits, to make sure that they use competent auditors, to make sure that they're spending the full amount of time necessary to assess the entire set of processes in those quality management systems. So whether you're a manufacturer that's relying on a screw manufacturer or a battery manufacturer or a circuit board manufacturer or some other part that you rely on heavily for your own medical device safety, quality management system certificates have to be trusted. And if we can't trust them, we won't have equivalency, we will have inconsistency in our supply chain and in our medical devices.